Yo, 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 it's your boy, Ray Mabry, out here on the dealership, and no, I am not buying a vehicle. What I'm going to do is give you a couple tips on if you're in the market to buy a new car or a used car. These are a couple tips that I think that can help you make a better and a wiser decision. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, subscribe, and tell others about it. I used to sell cars for 3 years, and during that 3-year time span, I was the salesman of the year all 3 years. All right, and one of the things I'm doing is I keep looking at the showroom because I don't want a sales rep to come out and try to sell me a vehicle. That's what we've been trained to do. Is, you know, when somebody comes up on a lot, they're referred to as a lot up, L-O-T-U-P, a lot up, and it's their job to try to come find out what my interest is, what I'm looking for, try to pre-qualify me to see if I can qualify for a vehicle, and try to sell me a vehicle. So tip number one, before you go in the car lot, even before you come out here and look and see what it is that you want to buy, go and get pre-qualified. Try to get pre-qualified through your credit union or through your bank. That way you already know what you qualify for. What you don't want to have happen is you don't want to come to the dealership and they pull your credit. And let's say if your credit is marginal, you don't want them to pull your credit because they're going to shop your credit around to try to get you the best rate, as they would say. And a lot of times that puts a ding on your credit, especially if your credit is marginal. Now, if you have excellent credit, sometimes if you're looking for a new vehicle, the dealers, they have incentives like 0% interest rate for, say, 5 years, or, you know, if you're going to lease it, you get 0% for so many years. The banks can't beat that. Even the credit unions cannot beat 0%. So in that case, it is okay to go and, if you're going to buy a new vehicle, get that 0% interest. But if you're looking for used or pre-owned, which is my number 2 tip, is, in my opinion, don't buy new. Do not buy new. Buy used or pre-owned. Sometimes the dealers have vehicles, what you call demos, vehicles, which just means it hasn't been titled. Say the manager, the owner, somebody drives the vehicle, put a few miles on it, but they never title it. Try to get you a demo vehicle, or try to get you something that is like new, but you don't want to buy this new vehicle right here or anything similar. This brand new is $36,000. The moment you sign on the dotted line, and let's say even if you was able to get a $3,000 discount, you're in it for $33,000. The moment you drive it off the lot, she's going to depreciate another $3,000 to $5,000. They depreciate quick, so you do not want to buy a new vehicle. So first of all, get pre-qualified before you come on the lot. Number 2, do not buy new. Try to buy pre-owned. Also, the number 3 tip is, today is, I think, November the 3rd. So it's the beginning of the month. Ideally, when you buy a vehicle, you want to try to buy at the end of the month, okay? The beginning of the month, sometimes they have incentives because it's a new month. But for most dealerships, they're going to put their best incentives and stuff at the end of the month because they're trying to hit their numbers. Dealers have a quota per se that they have to sell a certain amount of vehicles within a certain period of time throughout the month, or it could be quarterly or whatever. So a lot of times, depending on where they are throughout the month, the dealership may be a lot more motivated to cut you a deal. Now, if by some chance you buy a brand new vehicle, I'm going to show you something right quick too. And now this is something I sold back in the early 2000s, so it may be slightly different. All right, so if you look here, I don't know if you see this, but the MSRP, manufacturer suggested retail price on this vehicle, is $36,619. Okay, I don't know if you can see that or not. And this right here is like a little advantage package. All this right here, just extra money they add into the vehicle. All right. A lot of times they're having incentives. So this is a GM product. It is a 2020 Terran. So it's a GM product. A lot of times GMs will have loyalty programs. So let's say if you're a GM worker, if you work at a dealer or whatever, they have certain pricing where they don't pay this price here. They don't actually pay what you call the invoice price, which is supposed to be the cost that the dealers pay on each one of these vehicles out here, okay? These vehicles are referred, more than likely, they're what you call floor plan, which means that the banks have financed them. Once they sell a vehicle, they pay the bank off and they keep the difference, okay? So they don't own these vehicles. Most dealers don't. They floor plan them. But holdback is what you want to talk to them about. especially in a brand new vehicle. You want to talk to them, and when you negotiate, and if they say something like, well, we're going to sell it to you at our cost, find out what that cost is, which is going to be a lot less than the $36,000. But then say, hey, what about like some type of loyalty program, or what about holdback? Tell me what holdback is. And the holdback is the price is less than even what the dealer supposedly be paying for the property. The vehicle. I keep saying property because I'm in real estate, and so we talk about properties all the time. But what I'm trying to do is show you and teach you how to become a better and a more informed car buyer. If you're in the market to buy a car, do not buy new, buy pre-owned. But even if you do buy new, there's ways to get get discounts on these new vehicles, because as I stated before, the moment you drive it off the car lot, it's going to depreciate. So that's just like throwing thousands of dollars out the window, as you're driving down the road. You don't want to do that, all right? So I want you to become a better and a more informed car buyer, okay? All right, and so these are nice vehicles out here. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off right quick. I hope you learned something. If you're interested, if you're in the market to buy a vehicle or used, hit me up, shoot me up, shoot me a message, hit me up. I can give you some pointers and some tips. As I stated before, I was the Salesman of the Year for 3 years in a row the time I did it. So I know what I'm talking about. I know things have changed some, but it's still a game. But the most important thing is make sure you get pre-qualified before you come on the lot if you want to save money, because I'm telling you, if you don't, you're going to end up paying more for the vehicle than you should be paying, all right? I appreciate you. Thank you very much for taking time to listen to me. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. I'm still looking to see if anybody's trying to come and sell me a vehicle, because I'm not in the market. I'm not interested in buying. But anyways, appreciate you. This is your boy, Ray Mabry, about to sign off. Until next time, peace.